The NBA is the biggest league of basketball in the world at this time, where the best of the best players get together in an attempt to come out victorious in their matches. But there are some shady things going on in the NBA that many fans don't know about, which is exactly what we're going to talk about in today's video. But first, a reminder about our brand new giveaway. We're giving away a PS5 with a copy of NBA 2K22 and Madden 22. All you have to do is watch the full video. Leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple. First up, we have Michael Jordan. Now, Michael Jordan is known to be one of the most popular NBA players of all time, and his Jordan lineup of shoes is timeless when it comes to its design and aesthetics. But there is a lot more about Michael Jordan that you might not know, and it's the fact that he has been called racist, also known to be pretty rude to people on occasion. In his biography called Michael Jordan: The Life, it was revealed that he was the type of person who was against all white people and made anything related to white people a personal problem, and often got into altercations with anyone who was of white skin. His apparent discrimination stemmed from growing up in a neighborhood where the Ku Klux Klan wreaked havoc and was notorious for kidnapping and torturing members of the black community, all because of the color of their skin. He also spoke of a time when he threw a soda can at a girl who called him the N-word and injured her in the process. He considered himself to be racist and completely against all the members of the white community, whether they wanted to help him or hated him. But he slowly changed his ways over the years and is now well adjusted in society and respected by many. Next, we have Larry Sanders. It's sad to say that Larry Sanders has been through some tough times dealing with lifelong drug use. He's been under the influence of marijuana and many other drugs and has also been suffering from depression as well. He was drafted and selected by the Milwaukee Bucks as he was the 15th pick in 2010 and has been with the franchise ever since. Sanders is also pretty well known for his defense and his rebounding skills, but unfortunately, due to his circumstances, he could never really turn into a star that could really carry his team to victory. His difficulties with life and his problems slowly started seeping into his professional career, and he was missing in action from the game in December of 2014 for around a total of 7 games. In 2015, the Bucks decided it would be best to buy out his contract as he was facing a second suspension due to his continuous use of marijuana and other drugs. Due to the allegations being bought out by the team and being suspended, he got pretty pressured into making a heartfelt video where he explained to the world how he was battling depression, anxiety, and mood disorders for the past few years. He went into a program for a while and decided to get out of basketball for a while. After he recovered to a point, he signed to the Cavaliers later in 2017. Safe to say he's doing pretty better so far, but we're not sure if he's still struggling with his problems or not. We hope he's better than ever before and continues to perform well in the NBA. Steven Jackson is next up on the list. He's also been accused of using marijuana, particularly before major games. Steven stated that using marijuana before games resulted in him performing better during the games and helped him relax and keep control on his nerves as well. Steven Jackson joined the NBA back in 1997 and was selected in the second draft of the NBA as he was recruited by the Phoenix Suns. It's amazing that he even reached the second round when you look at his long-running career. He wasn't particularly an all-star and wasn't the best player in the team, but he continued to play a major role for many other organizations. He continued to play games till 2015, but he ultimately admitted after his retirement that he used marijuana right before major games. It's not particularly a dark secret per se, but it's something that he couldn't talk about while he was affiliated with the NBA, so it might have caused him a suspension or two if the NBA ever caught on with his drug use. Next up, Metta World Peace. Metta World Peace was accused of drinking alcohol during games. Metta World Peace was one of the better and well-rounded basketball players that came out of his draft when he was selected to play with the Chicago Bulls in 1999. He was an incredible basketball player as he helped the Los Angeles Lakers win a championship and is known as arguably the best defender of his generation to date. With all of that out of the way, 2008, he stated that he has lots of secrets that the NBA doesn't particularly condone, and while he has lots of secrets that we don't know, it's good that he is honest about something for once. He admitted to drinking alcohol during the halftime of many of his games, and one of the craziest parts is that he was still part of the NBA when he said this. Now we have Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom was the 4th overall pick by the Los Angeles Clippers back in 1999, and he was also one of the better players that the NBA has seen. He had a pretty great career as he went on to win 2 NBA championships for the Los Angeles Lakers and won the 6th Man of the Year award back in 2011. It's true that Odom has a lot of potential and lots of skill, but there were many demons that would continue to plague him throughout his life as he had ties to the notorious Kardashian family. Sadly, he went through a period of drug addiction, and his drug use would be on the forefront of many tabloids and websites around the world. Odom tried his best to hide his relationship with his ex-wife, Khloe Kardashian, but eventually he revealed it in an interview in 2021. She once caught him getting sleazy with a girl in a hotel room while he was high, and he didn't get out of that altercation with his wife unscathed, if we're sure about it. It was a pretty stupid thing to do and an atrocious position to be in, as he recalled the scenario and asked himself what he was exactly doing back then and there. Next on our list, Chris Herron. He was drafted by the Denver Nuggets in the 2nd round back in 1999. He would continue to play around 2 seasons in the NBA before he decided it was best for him to transition over to the international circuit. Herron had a rough time when he was a member of the Boston Celtics, as he was exposed to drugs the likes of oxycodone, Vicodin, and Percocet. Things got even sadder as these drugs slowly became his gateway to his heroin use. He was eventually arrested later in 2004 and eventually overdosed on the notorious drug. He also admitted to using crystal meth as well, and after going to rehab, he started educating and telling people about his deepest, darkest secrets involving drugs to anyone who was willing to listen to him. He started the Heron Project to raise awareness about the dangers of substance abuse, as well as help those recovering from addiction. We have Delonte West on the list next. Now, this secret about Delonte West is pretty spicy, as you'll be surprised to know that he slept with LeBron James's mom, of all people. I guess he has a thing for older women. If you're aware of the saga and the drama between Delonte West and LeBron James. During the time frame of 2008 to 2011, it was rumored that Delonte West had been sleeping with LeBron's mother, and because of the rumors, safe to say that both of them didn't get along all that much. And lastly, Winston Bennett. Winston Bennett was selected by the Cleveland Cavaliers in the 3rd round of the 1988 draft. He continued to play in the NBA for around 3 seasons before he decided to move on to the international circuit. Things about him have been pretty shady because he was pretty much fired for hitting one of his own players while he was coaching Kentucky State University back during his stay there in 2003. ESPN once invited him in their program by the name of Outside Lines, and he would admit to the act on live national television. He also went on to admit to his addiction to intercourse, as he'd have intercourse with 3 or 4 women on a daily basis. It was pretty much a typical day for him. He stated that it was like a drug and he always wanted more and more of the action. He also went on to admit having more than 24 affairs and even giving his wife 2 different STDs. Remarkably, his wife was still decided to stay loyal to him for over 2 decades, despite everything that had happened. And that's pretty much it for today's video. What part of the video did you like? Let us know in the comments below. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn notifications on for future videos. And with that said, we bid you farewell. So goodbye and have a great time.